Hello there and welcome to Kin's Review. In today's video, we're discussing all the projects that James Gunn and Peter Safran unveiled, both new movies and TV shows, for HBO Max, detailing their approach to the new DC universe, DCU.
Hey everybody, I'm James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO of DC Studio.
We're listing out everything from the new Superman movie to all the projects that will be featured in the DCUElseworlds, which will be the term used to refer to projects from DC that aren't part of the DCU.
Billy! Stop!
Before we kick off our phase 1 of the DCU listing, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to always get notified when we upload a new video.
So as many of you know, DC has been disconnected in film and television for a long time. And it's one of, our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation.
After months of rumors, doubts, and chaos, new co-heads of DC Studios James Gunn and Peter Safran have finally announced their plan for the DCU. During a press conference held on Monday, January 30th, Gunn and Safran talked in detail about which characters and stories they will incorporate into the DCU, underlining how they intend to tell a monumental story in 2 chapters. While there's still much we don't know about Gunn and Safran's endgame, the creative duo already revealed which movies and TV shows will be part of Chapter 1 of the new DCU, also known as Gods and Monsters. There are currently 5 movies and 5 series in development by DC Studios, most of which are focused on mainstream characters like Superman, while a few are centered around fairly unknown aspects of the IP like the creature's Commandos. Besides that, Gunn and Safran have also revealed how they are dealing with the current DC productions set to come to theaters, how Matt Reeves' Batverse will continue to exist, and what kind of stories they intend to tell in the future. Here's a quick recap of everything that was announced. The Flash will reset the DCU. There are currently 4 DC movies set to be released in theaters in the coming months, which include Shazam, Fury of the Gods, The Flash, Blue Beetle, and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Since the movies were developed under the previous DC Studios management, was not conceived as part of the bigger storyline. They are not officially part of the multi-year plan for the DCU. However, that doesn't mean Gunn and Safran are just scrapping all these projects. In fact, they found a clever solution to make everything canon adjacent by using the Flash movie to reset the timeline. Since the upcoming movie deals with time travel and alternate dimensions, it also creates the opportunity for DC Studios to get a clean board they can fill with the ambitious slate of movies and TV shows. The strategy will also allow Gunn and Safran to reuse some actors from the old DCU without worrying about continuity. Matt Reeves' Batverse is safe thanks to Elseworlds. While The Flash will clean the slate for Gods and Monsters storyline, Gunn and Safran have also revealed they are incorporating DC Comics' Elseworlds strategy into the DCU. That means there'll still be DC stories that are not part of the main canon, and they'll just take place in a different timeline. That's the case of Matt Reeves' Batverse, Todd Phillips' Joker franchise, and even animated series like Teen Titans Go. In Reeves' case, Gunn and Safran underlined how the filmmaker will move forward with his trilogy plan while also expanding his vision for Gotham City through TV shows such as The Penguin, the sequel to The Reeves. The Batman also got a release date on October 3rd, 2025. Moving to the DCU slate, we have Superman Legacy. Superman is unquestionably one of the most important heroes in the DC universe, so it's fitting that the first theatrical release of the Gods and Monsters storyline will be Superman Legacy, which is coming to theaters on July 11th, 2025. Gunn is writing the Superman Legacy script himself, although no director is attached to the project. Gunn and Safran also revealed this wouldn't be another Superman origin story. even though the movie will deal with the hero's double legacy as a Kryptonian and Earth's protector. The next project revealed was The Authority, a movie based on the controversial super team of the Wildstorm label. The Authority is a super team so concerned with saving the planet that they will often cross moral lines to get things done. Believing that the ends justify the means, the heroes of the Authority often act like villains. While the Authority was initially developed to be part of its own superhero universe, Gunn and Safran are bringing the Wildstorm characters into the DCU. The next movie announced was The Brave and the Bold. While Reeves is handling his Elseworlds version of Batman, Gunn and Safran have announced that Gods and Monsters also includes The Brave and the Bold, which will be a movie focused on the extended Bat family. More specifically, the upcoming film will put Damian Wayne at the center of the action in a father-son story inspired by Grant Morrison's comic book run. The Brave and the Bold will also introduce a new star in the role of the Dark Knight. Expected to be released 2 years after Superman Legacy, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow will explore a unique character version of Kara Zor-El, Kal-El's cousin. While Kal found a loving family on Earth, Kara floated through space in a destroyed fragment of Krypton, witnessing nothing but death and destruction. Inspired by Tom King's refreshing take on the beloved character, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow intends to show how different upbringings can give birth to very distinct heroes. One of the huge surprises from the announcements was Swamp Thing. The last film announced for the Gods and Monsters chapter is Swamp Thing, which is based on DC's most iconic horror character. While there's little information about this movie, Safran promised the story will investigate the dark origins of the character. So, fans should expect the DCU to draw inspiration from Alan Moore's beloved comic book run and maybe even be an R-rated film. Moving on to TV shows that will stream on HBO Max, we have Creature Commandos. The first TV show to be released in the DCU is Creature Commandos, a 7-episode animated series based on the DC Comics team of the same name. The Creature Commandos are a team put together by Amanda Waller and comprise some of DC's most monstrous characters. Gunn has written the script for all 7 episodes, which is already in production, and as Gunn underlines, the new animated DCU projects aim to feature voice cast members who can also play their characters in live-action productions. The second show announced was Waller. While Doom Patrol was unfortunately cancelled, the series creator Jeremy Carver will join forces with Watchmen writer Crystal Henry to bring the Waller series to life. Starring Viola Davis as Amanda Waller, the series will serve as a direct follow-up to Peacemaker and feature characters from Gunn's previous DC series. That means Peacemaker and Suicide Squad will still be canon in the DCU, even after The Flash resets the multiverse. Another show that was revealed was Booster Gold. Gunn and Safran had the clamors of the masses and are moving forward with a TV show about the fan favorite character Booster Gold. The Booster Gold series will stick close to comic books and feature a loser who travels back in time and tries to become a superhero by using advanced technology as his power source. In the comics, Booster Gold often teams up with Blue Beetle, which gives us hope for the Lightning's character remaining on the DCU for the long run too. The next show in DCU will be Lanterns. From the blackest nights of the Warner Bros. Discovery merger will come Lanterns, a series focused on the 2 most beloved Green Lanterns in DC Comics history, Hal Jordan and John Stewart. The series draws inspiration from detective stories like HBO's True Detective and will portray the Green Lanterns as space cops investigating a dark crime that takes place on Earth. And finally, we have Paradise Lost. The final TV show currently in development at DC Studios is Paradise Lost, a political drama set in Themyscira, Wonder Woman's birthplace. Set years before Diana's birth, the series will explore the political disputes in Themyscira as different Amazons try to seize power for themselves. The show is expected to serve as an origin story of Themyscira itself and reveal how the Amazons created an all-woman society hidden from the rest of the world, and will probably lead into a Wonder Woman movie. That's everything that was announced by DC Studios co-CEOs James Gunn and Peter Safran. Which projects are you most hyped for, and which are you not sure about? Let us know your thoughts on the new DC universe in the comment section below. We hope you enjoyed the video as we wait for the second part of the Gods and Monsters announcement. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest in DC and Marvel on King's Review. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you